Hello and welcome to Birds, and thanks for stopping by. The last 2 evenings we built this whole thing, and today the first topic will be to fix the big bridge on both sides. This side would be much easier than the other side, because here the wood is right on the stands, and on the other side it's too short. There are no stands under it, and here I have a second method to show you how you can fix the bridge onto the module. The basic problem is I used epoxy glue, which is very hard. It takes 190, 150 kilograms per square centimeter, but every chain is only as strong as the smallest piece, weakest piece. So the grass is not a good surface to get a glue connection, and the same is from the grass to the base plate of the module. So I really use my screws to attach the big bridge for a very long time onto the plate. There should nothing happen, but if I stir the plate on the side, it might be that somehow something might hit the bridge and the bridge might fall off. Not a big issue, I can glue it again, but to prevent it from falling apart, I use some screws, and first I do the easy thing, which are these parts. I had done some measurement before to see how deep the dent goes into it, which is here something about 6 centimeters, and here the scale linear which is hitting against the stand. It's hard to see, but the linear ends here, and it's quite a lot of place. And the same I have here. I go under the plate, find out how deep it gets into it. I keep the number in mind, and then go up, and I always see it hits the bridge. So these parts probably will be with the stand on it. And the thing is, you can use screws. The screws can be used to every material in here. But the best thing is if you have some layers. We have here the bridge, the module, and at last the stand, that you drill through the bridge, through the module plate, and then stop at the stand. So the screw only is connected with the stand and squeezes the rest together. It takes some feeling. The drill goes very good through the wood, not so good to the model, and in the stand wood, which is lying beneath, some kind of easy. So it's just around what you feel when you're using the drill. This was too fast. So now I have a big resistance of a plate. And as soon as I feel not many resistance, I know I'm in the stand and can stop the drilling. The screws will bite themselves into the stand. And as I told you last night, oh, we haven't, it bites very good, but it's a little bit more harder than yesterday. Yesterday I only had very soft wood, and the stands are made out of hardwood. I get a warning. Good connection. I think I put down the streaming software. YouTube looks very good. I turn it around again so you can see it. So here are the two screws which are fitting into the stands. On this side, the stands are not under the wood. And here I have to do a second method. Which means I need an additional stand, which I put under here. I don't drill Oh, no. I have to use a new stand. And for this, because a stand doesn't really touch the whole thing, I drill the holes first so I can see it later. when I'm attaching the new stand, so the easy part is done now. Now I have to move the module a little bit so that I don't drill into my desk. This is part number one. Part number two is I'm measuring the length of the stand I use. 8 centimeters. And I'll be back in a second. I have to go behind me and use the jigsaw to create the new stand. This will take a second, but you can hear me. So everything's fine now. This is an additional stand. Before I made them, I marked where the module is sitting because they are almost the same in width as in height. And for now, just to get a marking, or to get the screws very easy in, I drill 3 holes into the stand. They don't have to be very deep, but as you can see here, here are the holes, and now I can put the screws into them. And the rest will do the screw. It's just for fixing the stand, or fix it a little bit. Hi, gents. Hi, Damien. Hi, Damien's son. So now we have our 3 holes, 3 screws into it, and I hope you can see it, an additional stand here. Wait a minute, it might be that the video isn't so good, but I need another window to see what I'm showing you. Yeah, here's the third stand, which is connected with the screws, and these screws will be now sitting really tight, and the big bridge is very good connected to the plate. The big advantage of crawler cores or crawler courses is that you don't have to be too precise or too clean. If there are screws sticking out, never mind, it's an additional obstacle. If it looks dirty, it also doesn't count. But now we are done. And the big bridge has a real tight connection to the module. And I have tomorrow something to vacuum clean again. As I said yesterday, we've got Berliners these days. I think Jen will know it. Great, not my favorite bakery. This will be done on New Year's Eve, early in the morning. I stood up very early to get the first harvest. So some things I want to do in addition is 1 or 2 of these hanging perches. And for this, I just open the wires so I can use it very good. Need some space. Me too, me too. We have a bakery here which is putting a lot of marmalade into the Berliner. These are always my favorite. But this is only once a year. Where I buying them excessively. But as I said yesterday, it's my holiday of the year. And although my doctors are saying I should reduce my weight, which they are right, they are completely right, and I had a very bad experience this summer. But once a year, you can do some silly stuff. I'm really curious if they call Berliner in Berlin. So just opening these wires and bend them back. Not a big issue. I'd already done so many bird tools. They are pretty simple. Where can I take this side? For sure, I have to clean it up. But here I have most space. This dress mat I have to glue at the edge. Okay, okay. Just for the principle, because you asked. Just one moment. Open a second Windows. Yep. First thing. It has the right width. I don't think for the Mongo, but that doesn't count. I'm going standard first. And okay, let's test it. So I have to turn off the sound because the radio is disturbing it. 1 second, please. And back again with the awful sound. Okay, this is really hard. The thing isn't the width. The thing is that these wooden blocks are turning. Great. So I think I just remove the other chains and voice. Done it 4 times and soon you're an expert. The second one won't make it better for sure, but I get the possibility of more combinations. Let's see how it does now. It's probably easier to pull the plug. So it's still really challenging, but with 2, it might be a little more easier. And if I think it right, the idea might be put on these 4 endings or these 4 endings and then be flexible with the whole thing to get to the bridge. Okay, the module is right. Here's the most space. This is what I wanted. Oh, hi Gottfried. Somehow I have the feeling as sometimes again the whole stream breaks apart. Here are so many bridges. Here I don't want this, but getting over here. Put away buddy. Put away radio. And think a little bit about this approach. Great idea, Damien. Great idea. For all the others and the ones who are seeing the recording, Damien from Dusty Fingers just reminded me that I can use hot glue to keep the wood from rolling, which is great. I keep that in mind. If I don't get along with this obstacle, this is a great solution. What is really nice, they don't have drilled in the middle of the wood. So I can use this one, for example, to use a screw. Take my longer ones. Hmm. So please don't take it for education. In my workshop, I will probably fix the wood before I start drilling. This is just an alternative, which I'm doing here. And it's really, really dangerous. My wife will kill me if I get 2 days before the New Year's Eve party into a hospital. So better make up my mind what I'm doing here. Hi, Fern. Oh, Fern, your tickets arrived today. This is a really tight fit. Now it's time for a little bit magic. I want these two things to have here on my cross modular plate. So I do some connections with the zip ties. It might put away a little bit the flexibility of it. But at the same time, the whole thing can be bended a little bit better. So I'm using only a few of them. To get a little bit stability into the whole system. One kind harder, but For me, it works. Okay, I'll show you what I have done. Here are the two. I fixed it here with the screw and another screw. Both screws are going into the stand here. Then I put here, here, and here some zip ties, and also at this side of the both perches, though they are in some kind of loose configuration, they are still flexible. And if I want more flex into it, I can remove the zip ties. I think many of you out there have these zip ties laying around. So it doesn't show it, so it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, incomplete or incompletion. We have, I need the other window. It's easier for me than a few seconds later. We have made our plate with the street markings, some personal stickers. We have the big bridge, which can be edited with a second smaller bridge, which is flexible and only connected on one side. The same I have here. It's hard to see. I have here. This part of the bridge can be connected to the bridge lying down here. Then we have this seesaw part, which is added with some weights, so both sides stay down at the whole time. We have a fourth little bridge here. And for today, this somehow creepy bridges or stuff which can be bent as you want to. But for now, I want them to be or to stay on the plate to get into my course system. Everything's fine. Okay, let's do a third test. Okay, my Bronco will love this part. This is really changing. And I don't know if I do this later in another way. But for now, it can be bended. And footnotes here. Let's see if this will work. Okay, that's much better. But there are still improvements possible. Shit. Okay, I think this is everything for the moment, for the year. I probably can put on some other obstacles, but I'm really thinking this might be a little bit too much. I leave it on here because it's flexible and it gives me some options. And yeah, I think everyone who was with me the last 3 nights, including this night, I thank you for your input. I thank everyone who was with me this year, especially the last weeks were very exciting for me. And hope you all have a great 2023 and that we are seeing us on the other side tomorrow at noon Central European Time. There we released a new video or my year in review. And on Sunday we have the next sticker exchange video. And for this, now the stickers are coming into, and I think I have the next 5 weeks a lot to do and presenting you some other awesome channels, YouTube channels, so excuse me. And I wish you all the best for the new year. Stay safe, my friends, and I hope you will be with me in the next year. Have a good night or day or wherever you are on this small ball.